Okay, guys, we have a new overall goal. Okay. At first, the goal was make a whole bunch of money and survive. And that's not a problem anymore. Then the goal was get all the tech, right? And that's been taken care of. We have many more points. Turns out you don't need to min-max these at all. Just go. You're going to have so many points later. It doesn't matter. The next goal is to unlock all the blueprints, which I think will take us a while to do. But I'd like to get all the blueprints unlocked. And the main goal, which this will happen along the way because it's an achievement. The main goal now is to get 100% of all Steam achievements in this series. I don't really care about those things usually, but you know, I've only got like 9 more to hit, and as we get into gold, we're gonna hit 6 of them naturally anyway. So yeah, I'm also noticing a lot of this. It's an awful lot of people that are jittering near these seats and stuff, and it doesn't seem to matter how close you place the seats to anything else. They're standing around doing nothing. So I feel like the game probably can't support as many people as I have, because it's just, this is happening a lot now. So I don't know how to fix that, but it seems to me that adding more staff probably isn't going to help me much anyway at this point, because most of my staff are going to sit around doing this anyway, right? It's almost like they want to go sit down, but they can't. They're trying to craft these for merchants, but they don't do it. So I'm not entirely sure how I can get them to stop doing that, but they are wasting many hours of every day doing that. So yeah, the blacksmith, the shop anyway, is basically at its final design. There's a few things we can probably add, especially once we get gold. We can start adding places to store gold and things like that. This floor here is pretty good anyway. The jewelry, we could probably expand this, and I'm thinking about expanding jewelry onto this floor with the designers. At some point, we'll probably make the jewelry here, but for now, it's being made there. And then we're processing a lot of the silver on the pottery floor, because it can then be taken down into this area to be worked by, you know, jewelers and stuff too can process it. They can take it and bring it downstairs and work with it here. It probably would be in my interest to move this whole operation over here, or to just move it upstairs at this point and then place another set of stairs here, and to let them go upstairs really quickly at that point, right? So there's a possibility on there. I'm looking into it. So maybe the shop itself is not its final form. I might actually do some more with it, but pottery is looking pretty good. I'm thinking about getting another painting table, because I do regularly see all of these painting tables used. And, you know, I don't necessarily see lines of people waiting to use them, but I mean, 8 seems to be like right on the line of where we need to be as far as scaling up pottery right now. I've got a lot of staff. I don't think there's really a whole lot of reason to get any more, but I've got a lot of staff. And yeah, we're just cruising along with this. Now, there's a couple of things that have happened, like I've said. So the first thing, let's go equally on you. First thing that's happened, God, there's always somebody to level up in this game. Like, there's too many of you. Too many people. I'm done putting people in the game. I think I'm just done. Because it's a lot. There's just, if every time I add you, I mean, I can change your name. I can change your name. That part's fine. But adding more employees, like hiring more people, I think I'm done. Unless it's an assistant or something. But yeah. Anyway, I have unlocked the silver shield, and I've gotten it to epic. We're selling that in the store now. I've also unlocked the royal shield, and that's using the bronze ingots, the large bronze ingots, in fact. And so we're selling those now too in the store. All of these things are selling in the store as well. You don't see any gold stars next to them. That usually means that you don't have any now. If we don't have enough material for something, then you get these, and that is a steel problem. And I do want to take a look at the steel problem, but also I want to have some more stuff too. This golden amphora here, this seems like it could be good. Let's unlock this one too. We'll bring it up to epic right away, and then we'll start selling that one too. So back up to the store here. So I'm selling a lot more shields. All right, we've got 2 racks for these types of shields, 2 racks for these types of shields. and then one for the silver shield. And then as we unlock additional time, like the pirate shield and stuff, we can start putting those, you know, next to, we'll just change one of the racks to be that instead, that kind of thing. We have a new pot, new bit of pottery to sell. So we're going to add another, let's put it right here. It's fine. And then this one will be that one. Okay. Very good. All right. So what's happened, Charlie? You keep delaying. I know. Okay. So the gold mine, I've pumped it up to level 3. I can afford now to make it level 4. And then that would be a maxed out gold mine. We've already maxed out the first 2 before it. So gold mine's the next one to do, but we can also unlock the gem mine if we want to and start earning gems. The gem mine one really ramps up fast. Also, just unlocking this in general is an achievement, so that's nice. But getting this gives us 6 topaz. The next level doubles the topaz, just like always, but then it adds emeralds. After that, you double both the topaz and the emeralds, and then you add rubies. And then the next one after that doubles all the previous 3 and then adds diamonds. So you get more and more stuff doing this way. And of course, this will start unlocking more reason to have jewelry manufacturing, which is something that I am definitely interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that one now. So we've maxed out the gold mine. We're down to just $26,000 now. I was very rich. Not so much. But if I'm not hiring a whole lot of people, like this is, the money's going to just ramp up super fast if you're not hiring. So it's completely fine. We have a couple of different things. Also, we're working with the birchwood and stuff now. I also have this, the precise bow, and I'm hoping to unlock this. It says there's a high chance that there's something valuable inside. It is also an achievement to get treasure from one of these chests. So I'm looking at doing that too. Man, 950 design points seems nice. Unlocking all the floor types and stuff. I don't remember if that's an achievement. I'll have to look at that, but I'm going to grab that one too. We definitely want this one though. So I'm going to go ahead and have that be a high priority to complete. Same thing with that one. I want to get both of these done right now. I don't like having my having my money in 5 figures is a problem. It's first world problems right now. The other thing that happened, okay, and actually I could probably slow down the game just a little bit here too. So the next thing that happened is that we got another epic employee. Okay, got another epic guy, and he is a blacksmith. His name is Jack, and he has a trait that says you get 1 more floor in the basement. Oh yeah, and it worked. You get 1 more floor in the basement. So now we can go even deeper. We make even more ingots, which is why I said I don't think I'm hiring anybody else unless you're an assistant, because I need more people making ingots. The thing is, though, I don't have any more iron I can mine, right? There's no more iron mining possible. So that's the problem. It's another issue. Go ahead and screw it. Just go sickle there. We'll go ahead and get that floor pattern if we can, and then we'll just, I don't know, have the sickle being sold in the store too. Sickles are tools, right? So we're gonna want to put them over by the other tools. And I know I can hold more in this one, but it brings in less customers, and so I'm trying to bring in as many customers as possible. So I'm using this one instead. And the sickle there. Okay, and we're still over on our decoration bonus, so we can let that go. Pottery sells so well. It is insane. We're making so much money off of just pottery. So, you know, ramping up and making sure that our pottery stations and stuff are ready to go. We can do all these things really fast. That's definitely in my interest. Really getting a lot of people doing pottery is big. And in fact, I think crafting for racks needs to change a little bit here. We're going to put Jeremy is going to shift to crafting for racks. We're going to have, let's see, how about generally people who craft for racks, you have to have some kind of pottery skill. Francis can go over here. And who else can do it? Florence can do it. Let's just make sure Florence is leveling. It says high skill first. Okay, so he'll finish this and then he'll hit his pottery skill after that. That's fine. So I got more people crafting for the racks now, because if you take a look at our budget, and today this is not accurate, is it? Is that really all we made? I feel like that's not accurate. Are you guys? Oh my gosh. So I think what's happening here is I've prioritized this. They're making it, but then the carriers are delivering it to this one, because this should have been done today. They split it up. That's not what I wanted, but that's what happened. So, okay. So I lost money today. That's not a big deal. We will make a lot more money tomorrow. And it's because of the gold mine. That's why. The only reason this is negative 295,000 is because I unlocked the last stage of the gold mine. And I'd very much like to get gold going here. And then on the blueprint side of things, right? Since we've unlocked the gem mine. Once we unlock the gem mine, then all the gem stuff, all the jewelry stuff will start appearing in this list, which will be really great. Siege cleaver. This looks interesting. Sterling silver ingots and pine wood. I like it. Let's go ahead and try to do some of that as well. We're going to go ahead and put that in the store up near the weapons. So that's over on this side. I got to figure out a new place for the jewelry. Because the jewelry's kind of in... I wanted the weapons over here, I thought. And the jewelry could maybe be in the center. I don't know how much jewelry there is to sell in this game, but I'm thinking shields along the wall. Yeah, maybe not along the wall. I need to provide a little bit of room for them. So maybe we put them like this. If there's enough room to walk in there. Yep, and then like this. Give them some walking space between them, I think. Or maybe not here, but maybe here instead. Yeah. Something like that. And then we could add additional shields. Obviously, there's also the wall racks, which are really convenient because you can put the shields on the wall and then it doesn't take up floor space. So there's definitely value to the wall racks. It just doesn't add as many customers. And I'm trying to add as many customers as possible right now. I should probably also keep an eye on the store since we have 5 people checking out and we have 870 customers. The last I checked, when we were looking at it before, it was, like 100 customers per person, right? And so we're way over that now. So I do need to take a look at that. But if you take a look at the daily summary and go to the shop, you'll see how many people have left due to being angry for waiting in line too long. And that's still not happening. We're not having anyone leave. So, I mean, in that sense, it's whatever, right? I can just keep it going exactly the way it is. And pottery is just killing it. I mean, look at this, like 22 total crafted, sure, but we sold 23 of these things in the store for $56,000 or gold, 56,000 gold, whatever. Right, we sold a lot of them is what I'm saying. The silver shield's getting us the most money, so we're gonna sell 2 of those, 2 of these, and 2 of these for now, while we switch to the pirates later. So for these items here, we're gonna slide all of you over here. Probably about that far is good. And then what I want to do is I need to move you to be lining up right here like that. Okay, seems good for now. And then we are going to place that new item in here. So we're going to say you are going to be right there. And you are going to sell, it's going to be the siege cleaver. It's going to be right over there. All right, now I am also considering these right here. They take up very little floor space. And so like part of me also says, hey, why don't we transition these into these? Because they take up way less floor space. So I'm looking at that too, because they do allow for 3 customers here as well. They cost more, but it's very good, I think, for the items that can be in these to be in these. So I'll look at that too. But right now I'm not short on floor space, but as I get short on floor space, I can switch those up. And then on the side of the jewelry, for the moment, I'm just going to leave it right here. It's just a thing that's going to sit there for now. The bows, I don't know about the bows. I think the bows will go here for now. Maybe we'll something like this for now. Yeah, that's all right. Selling as many things as we can. So the gem mine is unlocked for 100 grand. So I can actually do that right now. And then when I go next day, I will be barely in debt, which is fine. There's no gem storage for topaz. That's okay. We're not gonna be doing much with gems just yet, but we're gonna be very close to doing things with gems. What I wanted to see is after I unlock the gems, what kind of stuff comes in. So topaz rings are available now as a thing we can have. Is that it? There's a topaz necklace. I see. So you're not going to allow me to have the blueprints available for diamond rings and things like that. until I get to diamonds. I'm exclusively looking at topaz stuff only until then. Got it. Okay. Well, in that case, you know, we just have to get ramped up with gold items. So in order to get any of these things, we just need to make shovels and pickaxes, which is pretty easy. There's just a lot of them, and we're not going to get very many. And it's very expensive. 200 grand for this, probably 3 here, 400 grand here. It gets very expensive. But, you know, when we start making gold items, that's going to be the biggest thing. I think for topaz storage, just to get that thing off the screen, we could, yeah, tools right here, gem storage. So just to get that off the screen, we're not going to be able to do much with it just yet, but we'll put this maybe right next to, you know what? I'm just going to stick it up here. I'm pretty confident we're going to be working with gems over here. And I think probably gems will be worked maybe on this side. So it's really close to here. It can just be restocked really quickly. I don't know, but we're just going to place that right in the middle there. Yeah, it's just going to be topaz storage for the time being. There's also, of course, the color picker here too. So we've seen this before with the jewelry shelf and how you can pick colors like this. So if I wanted to make these different colors, I could do this. But there's a more bulk selection tool up at the top left corner here, and you can select different colors there too. So let's say I wanted my store. Let's say instead of the red, I wanted blue. Right? I could just paint these if I wanted to, which is nice. I could paint that flag as well. Maybe I want everything to be blue instead of red. I could do that. So that's neat. I don't know about this one here. Let's see this little green here. If I wanted to change that green to maybe a purple, that doesn't work. So there's only certain things you can change the color of, but yeah, the purple ones looks like that. So I think I'm gonna go with blue on these for now. So this top floor here, now a lot of stuff is blue. That's neat. You know, you can just change the color of things. You can't change the color of this. These are guys that are making blueprints, so they're blueprints. It won't let me change this. I can't make this green. It seems like basically if you can click it individually when you're in the store, if you can click it individually and see this, then you can modify it with this. So anytime we're in a store and we see something, you know, that gives us the ability to change its colors, which is really not very many things. I'd like to see more things. What's this button do? Is that to... Oh, that would have been so helpful before. I've placed stairs very specific just because I wanted these things to line up, and all I had to do was flip it. I didn't see that button. See, like I said, I don't see things. There's a lot of times I miss things, and it's right there. You know, it's right there, Charlie. You just... I don't know if it's a YouTuber curse. Everyone says it's like, this is what YouTubers do. They always miss things. Why do they always miss things? Well, you try multitasking, you know? You try recording things and figuring out what you want to say next and trying to be entertaining and enthusiastic while also playing at peak performance. It's not as easy as you think it is. I encourage you to try it. I've always encouraged everyone to give it a try so you can see what it's like. Kind of like reffing a sport, really. You know, you got a lot of people who yell at the refs. Well, how can you miss that? Well, try reffing once in a while and you'll understand why you can miss that. You know, I ref hockey and it's a profound difference to me when you can always tell which one of the players on the ice in adult leagues and stuff too. I mean, kids are never a problem, but you can tell in adult league, you know, which one of these guys are actually refs as well, because they're way better behaved, way more. Like they'll look at you and they give you the look, and this look that says, you missed that. You know you missed that because I've missed that. So I know you missed that. Like there's a look there for that. And yeah, that happens too. But the ones that don't know how to ref, or the ones that don't ref themselves, they're just belligerent assholes all the time. We can take this staircase, and now that I can flip this, I guess I have to flip it after positioning though. So I can go, yeah, see, like right here would be interesting, right? But that wouldn't block anything either. And I wouldn't have to flip it. Well, I do have to flip it, yeah. So take this and flip, and then, yeah, like that. So it's a little bit of a hazard. Definitely OSHA would be very upset with this. OSHA is really not wanting this to exist. I'm wondering if... no, I have to be on these lines specifically, so I can't put like a fence here. I'd really like to have, you know, the ability to... I'm not a fan of grids, all right? We're not fans of grids anymore, okay? Grids suck. We don't like them, but it's just the way of the world. It's way easier to develop for a grid, so that's why people do it. There's my design points. Can we commit to this one instead now, please? This one's a low chance, and then there's a new floor type here. Yeah, I mean, I probably should unlock all the designs and stuff too, but I'm gonna hold off on any new ones just to get the ones we have done, and hopefully the bows get done here pretty quick. That'd be very nice. And then the siege cleaver can now be upgraded to epics, and now everything is at least epic. And we will continue. Got a little bit of silver down here too. We're working with bronze a little bit more now, but we still are making way more than we're working with. So I would like to ramp up production on bronze-centric stuff as well. So if I do find a merchant contract that's, you know, going to be working with bronze, I would probably accept that one, just so I have a reason to work with it. Because right now we're kind of just filling everything up. Copper is pretty full. Bronze is pretty full. These are the large bronze ingots. They're just full. Copper's not quite full yet, but I mean, we're getting there. There's more bronze there, a whole bunch of bronze down here. So we're cruising that way. And then all I need to do now is get them cruising down here too. So this is really it. This is the last thing we can make here is this area. So I'm looking for floors. Yep, we can find them right here. This bottom, this is interesting. I kind of want it for this. I kind of want this for here. Yeah, this is going to be a nice bright, look how bright that is. And then this one can be the grungy one. This is the real dungeon is down here. There we go. And then we can see this. We can also see, yeah, you can see the top, the other walls. You don't really get that anywhere else. Like right here, all I can see is this wall. All I can see is this wall. All I can see is this wall. But then here, you can see the other wall above it too, which is kind of, I guess it's a visual cue to let you know that you are, in fact, in the deepest of dungeons. All right. So down here, we have enough to do this, but I don't have any people for it yet. But I really want to ramp up production of iron. It's just my bottleneck here is mining, not anything else. There's a lot of iron right here. So actually steel, I have to ramp up production of steel is what I really have to ramp up. So why don't we move steel production? Like bringing steel upstairs, though. I think right here is where I'm going to have to want those stairs to pop up, which means you need to move. You're going to move down here. I need more stairs here. Stairs are going to go right over here. I think right against the wall is probably fine. I can move that one over more, can't I? I think it will let me. I think it would let me. Here, let's move this over out of my way. So if I did this all the way over that way, I probably would want to switch that one. I can't believe I can freaking do that. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, and then upwards, it spirals all the way up to at least the pottery floor. And then from there, it doesn't spiral anymore because this is all where we're providing supplies. And then over here doesn't really need any supplies yet. So it's stair stop here for supply. But if I was to have stuff down here, I would be making steel, most likely. So if I'm going to go to tools, let's have a couple of extra bigger smelters down here so we can make the large steel ingots, large bronze and stuff, fine. But this could be like a big steel operation, really. So we could say that we have 1, 2, let's switch this over, like, and do it. They don't have to interact with that side, right? It's just this side, I think. So we could maybe do it something like this. Yeah, and then maybe even one more over like that, and then maybe got to keep that gap though, so maybe it's, yeah, so we can move this back one and then I can go like this. That's fine. Leave a gap for walking. Yeah, it's fine. Then another one will be right here. So just a big steel operation. Making a lot of steel. And then we would want storages in the middle for everyone moving around to their different smelters. Making all the steel. And then we have all this extra space over here for, I don't know, maybe we'll smelt gold down here or something too, but we have a lot of space down here too. So from this point, we would take and have iron storage. We could have iron storage probably in the center. We'll say 1, 2, and then steel would be near the stairs. So 3, and then also over here is 4. So everyone grabs their stuff from here, and then that way. Now, maybe it's better for us to cheat this in and have one less of these. Maybe that's better because I can't fit them all in here. I guess the only way I'd be able to do that is maybe going like right here, but well, I mean, right here could fit. I wonder if they actually can use that. Right? Is this all reserving all the space? I think it is, right? Maybe we move this just a hair just to kind of keep that crowd the stairs like that. Yeah, and maybe we'll that has to be there. So we can maybe move this over a little bit. Right? Maybe that'd be all right. There's some space here. You know, I'm going to try it right here. See if it's really in anybody's way. And then I need, what? 10, 15, I think. We'll get a whole bunch of these ingots in down here to get started. I need a whole bunch of these. So this is going to be our steel ingots. And then this is going to be steel here. And then we need one more for the large steel ingots. All right, so now we have, these are the large ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to make steel with, plus these two. And then I'm keeping the steel operation up here as well. So this is an expansion to steel. We're not moving steel down here. We're expanding steel down here because I need a lot more of it. And then we'll have carriers that are bringing it up here too, and they're gonna drop it off right here because I have logistics to take it the other way. So whoever's bringing the steel from down here and bringing it up is gonna drop it off right here. The other place we could have it dropped off though, if I move this to be, maybe I move this here. This is for large steel ingots. We could have another one, another steel storage right here. And so what we'd end up doing is we'll have some steel brought here, steel brought here. The steel that's brought here will go upstairs. The steel that's brought here will end up making big ingots with it. So now we should probably hire a bunch of people, which I just said I wasn't going to do in the blacksmith department. I'm not going to do that right now, but the assistant department, definitely. So let's get, I think I need more pottery skill. So I think we're going to do this with you. You earn design points faster, but I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna put you to work making things. I want to hire assistants if I can. Definitely looking at people who can move upstairs is a good thing. Yeah, like you're slower, but you move upstairs faster. So like maybe I'll have you carrying the steel from one place to another, right? Like trying to give people according to their specific strengths and weaknesses, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna go on a hiring spree right now. I don't want anyone who tracks less customers. So we'll take the lower wage person here. They move a little slower, but whatever. I don't have enough benches. That can be fixed because we have a new floor for this. Yes, we do. So I'm going to say we get, let's put it right behind. Yeah, just like behind these. That's pretty good. We could put another one right there. That's fine. We could probably put one more right here, I suppose. Maybe even one behind the stairs. Yeah, there we go. Right over here too. Okay, so that should give me easily enough to hire more people. And I kind of don't care so much about, it's cost like $12,000 to hire one person now. Just, it's crazy. $27,000 to hire that guy. Don't want anyone who's really slow at going downstairs. Hamlin. All right, we'll take you two. Now, all of those new assistants. All right, your job, should you choose to accept it. We're going to say Gwen your job is to transfer ingots from the steel. So you're going to take the steel, I guess, from here and move it up to here. Okay. We're going to say that Hamlin, you're crafting steel. Keith is crafting steel. You are going to also... no. Actually, I think I'm going to change that. You are going to transfer ingots. Because you got a good carrying capacity already. From this storage up to here. Okay. Daniel, we're going to switch you to be crafting steel. And I think Isabella will also go ahead and craft steel. Okay. Now, since we're making most of our iron here, bringing iron down here for them to use to craft steel is also something I'm going to need assistance to do. So this guy here is going to move on stairs a little bit better. I like that. So we're going to hire you as well. And I'm down to the point where I'm going to be in debt tomorrow. So just got to be careful. I want someone with really high carrying capacity though. So we're going to have Gilbert here do it, I think. Gilbert is going to transfer ingots from this floor. We're going to have you transfer. I mean, they're mostly dropping them off here. So I can have you bring it off of this pile and bring it down to, let's say, this pile. All right, we'll see how well that works. There's still a lot to go there, but we'll see how well that all works. Who's still working? No one now. Okay. New day. As everyone will slowly make their way to wherever they need to be. Mm-hmm. Ingots there. All the way through here. They got 10 items in this chest. Most of them are for the shop. I got 11 items in here. Most of them are for that, which is good. That's great. They're doing exactly what I wanted them to do, and I don't know why that's working, but it's working. The majority of the merchant stuff is going in this chest, and the majority of the shop stuff is going in this chest. And I don't know why that's working, but it just is. It's almost like they're just choosing the one closest. That's great. There's one more bow needed in this one. There we go. Come on. Come on. High chances. That's an achievement. I need to be able to get something as an achievement. It's crazy. Can't believe I didn't get it. Let's get the design points for that. And it's a lot more money for a lot more work. But whatever, we'll do it because we can sell it. It's fine. Put a whole bunch of stuff in there. And then let's go ahead and see how this whole process is working. So obviously we're still making lots of stuff, right? And then down here we have people making more steel. He's replenishing the stock there. We don't have anyone replenishing this supply. But these guys are a little bit cheaper to cycle through now. So a Joyce. Oh, need money for Joyce. Joyce is great though. Definitely want Joyce. So I think for this, I'll just click a few times to keep them going. We're going to have even more steel now, hopefully. We have somebody whose task is to bring it up to this one. So we're going to have a little bit more steel being made. And then, of course, the steel is being dropped off over here, which is going to get changed and made into the large ingots here. So I'm hoping that these guys don't grab from this stock anymore to make big ingots. I'm hoping they only grab for this one, and I can probably make that a little more likely by moving it a little bit closer to the center here. Basically, anyone who's making steel, yeah, her, essentially. Okay, I think she is grabbing it from here. And then the big ones, of course, get taken upstairs pretty much immediately, which is not great. I need more than that. So I think whoever's making the large bronze right now, to figure out who that is right here, you. I'm going to have you change to making large steel. Now you both can make large steel ingots instead. So as soon as that one's done, you'll do that. There you go. Now you can start working on that. So more large steel ingots being made instead. And yeah, these stacks here, they have to keep walking upstairs to get their iron now. That's no good. He's getting his supply replenished. So I just need to keep working on getting more and more staff to come do these things. So right there is good. I don't want anyone who's slow on stairs. Unless you're making ingots. I mean, I guess you're fine. Pierce, gosh, dude. Look at this. Like, that's crazy. That's nuts. And you're going to walk on stairs slow. But you can carry so many things. That's wild. We'll have both of you. You're just going to make stuff. I'm going to have you just making things. And then you're going to probably end up carrying. But I'm going to get both of you. And then the one who is bad on the stairs, that's you. I want you crafting iron. Need more people making iron now. And Joyce is going to make steel. And Adela is going to move stuff from, I think, this pile down to this pile. So now I can actually have both of them replenishing that stock down there. Okay. It's going to take a bit, but we're ramping this up and we'll be making a lot more. All I have to do now is essentially just hang out down here and right click these a lot every day. And as long as I keep the iron supply up, we're good. There's just there's a lot of clay too. Like we're super solid on clay. I could probably make more pottery as well. I don't have a whole lot of people here up there. I mean, all I have to do really is just keep moving people, right? So take him off of the merchants and bring them over to craft for racks, that kind of thing, right? So I take this person here, for example, and I just be like, boom, you're crafting for racks now. Hey, you're focusing on pottery now. Hey, you're going to level up your highest skill first, that kind of thing. And then they'll just be focusing more on that. And I don't have a whole lot of silver either, so I maybe could look at hiring another miner, huh? More people in the silver mine? We could. We're already at like maximum ore in here. I can't do anything more here unless I like put a better miner in their place. Like that's one of the things I could do, I guess, is I could take someone who's maybe not as good. We have like a level 10 here in the silver mine. I could replace one of the level 8s with the level 10. So maybe Jerome. I could move Jerome here and bring Lucia down here. I mean, it's just a little bit. It's not gonna be a huge, like a very meaningful change, but it's something. We could take somebody from copper. Maybe J-Flow. No, I mean, pretty much everybody is high level at this point, but I could probably hire another miner here though. And blue would be nice. Yep, here we go. More stamina. Demands lower wage. Put you in silver. Less stamina. Hits 25% more on the... All right, I'll put you in silver as well. So you guys are going to get me a bit more silver every day. Because I am making those shields and stuff now. And, you know, we have a lot of the supply for what's being made for those, right? For what's being made for the silver shields and everything. We have that supply. It's great. But it's this part right here. We want to keep this up. We don't want this to be empty because they're going to draw from this supply to make these and then from this supply to make these. So as long as I keep that supply up, we're good. I can't right click that. I can only right click, you know, the iron is the only ones I can right click to replenish them really fast. So, jeez, I have a lot of these iron just sitting around so I can have a whole big supply of them. Maybe I could do some more down here, I suppose. I need more assistance, but yeah, I guess I could do additional iron down here. I just have to make sure I'm clicking things. So we could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess, yeah, 11, and then we could just go 1, 2. No, I don't like that. I think instead we'll just place it here. Yeah. And then we'll swap to being these. Right? And then I just fill them up. That's the only thing I can do. We'll just fill them up and then they can always bring them from this point too. But we can just have like one of our... I don't really know if we need that. No, we don't need an assistant to move from here to here. These guys can walk just a little bit extra. It's fine. We have a supply being brought here. And if they're not here when they want them, then they'll draw from this. I'm fine with that, I think. As long as I get more assistance to make even more ore. So you can do it. And then I'm going to have to wait on hiring them. They're really expensive right now. So I'm going to have you make iron. All right. See, the second basement. I don't know. Second basement is what we're doing. And then we could always make this right here gets transitioned. It's kind of all set up already to smelt, right? So if it looks like we're getting up on iron and we're doing pretty good and it's time to start working on gold, at that point, all we do is we just change these to gold storages. Or maybe I change one of them to gold storage. Probably won't have enough gold to do them all, but maybe. I don't know. Look at the map, right? This here is going to get us 120 gold. But we have to make 80 hunter's bows and 120 goblets. So he probably takes, I bet it takes 3, possibly 4 days to do this. So we're only looking at like 30 gold a day at that point. So one of these will be enough. If it's for some reason it's not enough and we're seeing that it's stocking up in the warehouse, then I'll put another one. But yeah. Who's still working? The silver shield. Very nice. All right. Next one. The sickle is almost done. That's going to get us a new floor type. And then let's take a look at finances really quick. It doesn't look like we've made anything today. Yesterday was a good profit day. Even though we spent a lot of money hiring people. Always good. Lots of hiring. I'll have you hired. You're going to attract less customers, so no thanks. I'm good with you, Edmund. Come on in. Arnold, you can come on in too. And then all of those new assistants, you guys are all making ingots. Make iron ingots. Henry, I think I want you carrying things. I want Henry to be carrying some silver here. I wonder if I can take steel. I think I need you to move steel. How are we doing on that? Still nothing. It's crazy how much we're using. All right, Henry, you're going to craft steel. We just need things to happen like that. It's nuts. There's so much going on, and yet so little progress being made. Like, yeah, I need more people crafting all the iron and stuff too. They can come over here and grab it if they need it. But I also need to like right click these for a few times. And then of course all the steel is being made into these large steel ingots too. But once this fills up, I can probably take you off of this. Yeah, you're working large steel. I'm going to put you on regular steel. I think one person on the large steel is good enough. We're not using this fast enough. That's the thing we could do. We could have the large steel from here be brought up to here so it could be hauled away. Yeah, that's what I should have had you do. You know what? I might have another assistant that can do that. You're decent. Grace could do it. And Grace will have you transferring from this big pile up to this pile. That means, because this pile already has somebody coming to it to take it. So we can just supply this and then it gets passed to somebody else. It's only 6 at a time there. I wonder who's going to grab it. These are large. Yep. These are the large ones. There he goes. He grabs that and brings it upstairs and drops it off over here. Yep. All right. Good. And then probably having somebody supplying this with more steel too. It looks like this is weak here too. So real quick, just to make sure we're getting a lot of iron. Same thing down here. Make sure we have a lot of iron. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything more I can do other than just hiring more people to do it. So we'll keep going with it. This is a major operation for smelting. Lots and lots of stuff that needs to be smelted. Let's go ahead and get the floor type and new floor type there, new decoration. I don't know if all the floor and wall paint stuff is part of the achievements. I guess I don't remember that part. I'm gonna have to look at that, but yeah, we're gonna 100% this game. I don't really do that very often, but we can do it now. do that, and then we'll say, yeah, I'm gonna do manual still until I get the blacksmith skill up. And then there's somebody else that's leveling up. We'll go pottery and there, and then we do that for you.